In this tutorial, we will use AV-Kit to create a video player using SwiftUI and Video Player API that is built into the iOS framework. The video player will include play, stop, rewind and forward functionalities as seen here. To play the video, we just click on play. This is the video that is playing. The video was based on Swift data that I created about 4 weeks ago. So we can stop the video by clicking on the app. We can rewind 10 seconds backwards or 10 seconds forward each time. And then we can continue playing the video by clicking on the play button. Now this is the functionality that we will be creating. Within your SwiftUI project, the first thing we need to do is import AV-Kit. The purpose of using AV-Kit is to give us the video capabilities, such as the video player API capabilities that we can use. So import AV-Kit. And then the next thing we need to do is to locate a video that we want to embed in our application to be played within the video player. So I'll just use one of the tutorials that I created before, which is the Swift data tutorial. I'll just move it into the assets folder. So I'll just drag it here and drop it. The name of the file is called example video, but if I wanted to, I could just rename it as Swift data. The next thing we need to do is to add some private state variables, which are @state private var player equals AV player. And the purpose of that variable is to enable playback. @state private var is playing equals false. And that just states if the video is playing or not. @state private var current time interval equals 0.0. And that is the current playback time of the video. @state private var duration time interval, which is the total duration of the video. @state private var is seeking equals false. On line 17, we do not really need the isSequent variable because we're using the built-in capabilities of the AVKit framework and the video player API. So let's delete that line on line 17. Our final variable that we need is full screen at state private bar is full screen equals false. And the purpose of that variable is just to check if the video is playing in full screen or not. And the next thing we need to do is to delete the lines between 21 and 26. And then we have the following: geometry reader, geometry, in, so in our closure, we need to create a Z stack, alignment, dot bottom, and then we add the video component, and then we need dot on a pair, and the purpose of dot on a pair will enable the setup operations to be executed when the application loads. So we need to create a function called setup player after line 36. Function setup player. And it sets up the video player and assigns the correct video to be played. Let video URL. We retrieve the video URL from our bundle.url for resource. The name of the video is example video, as seen here. Example video within the assets folder, and then the extension MP4. Else, if it cannot find the file, just return. Player equals AV player URL, which is the video URL. So on lines 42, we're just getting the video player instance ready to play a video. Player.add periodic time observer. The time is in seconds. Every 1 second. Preferred time scale is 1. And we'll be running this on the main thread. Time in. The next thing we need to do is to retrieve the current item or video that's being played. Current item, else, return. Self.current time equals current time dot current time dot seconds. So what that does, it updates the current time state with the current time of the player's item of the video that's being played. That should be current item so it should be, oh that's incorrect, it should be current item dot current time. But there's some error. Self dot current time. Oh, there should be an equals there. Equals current item dot current time dot seconds. The next thing we need to do is update the duration. Current item dot duration seconds. And then we need to return to our dot on a pair that we created a few minutes ago, and then call the setup method, setup player method. And then we need to add on disappear. And the purpose of the on disappear is to pause the video player. So it pauses the video player when the video player disappears. The next thing we need to do is to set the frame of the video player is full screen, geometry, size, height. Else, geometry, dot size, dot width, height is full screen, geometry, dot size, dot width, else geometry, dot size, dot height. Now let's run the application, see if it works or not. So now let's click on the play button. It's not working, nothing's working at the moment. But there's an error, I missed out something. And maybe the video is in the wrong location. So I'll drag the video into the main application folder structure of the app and see if that helps. And then click on add to target. I'll delete this one, the one from the assets folder, and then I'll just rerun it to see if it helps or not. Just compiling at the moment. I think it's working. Yes, it is. It's working. As you can see, the video is playing. I can pause the video, go back 10 seconds, or go forward 10 seconds, and then continue to play the video. In future tutorials, I'll show you how to play videos remotely from a URL and then embed that video into the application. Thank you for joining us. If you found this tutorial helpful, please comment, like and subscribe. See you next week.